Well, Adam, still a week of hard work to go, but in terms of games, that's the pre-season done. How do you reflect on the game programme?
Really, really pleased. I think we've had some really good competition, some really good tests in different ways. We've been tested in all kinds of ways. In terms of the output we've got, I've been over the moon with it. I think there's loads of real positives to come out of each game, and I've still got things that I feel we need to get better at and make better and improve on. And today was a perfect example of that. I thought there was times in that game we were outstanding. I think we had control for a lot of it. I have to take more of our chances, creating a lot of chances that we need to take. And then I think the second half was a different game. I think they went a little bit more direct and it turned into more of a National League North fight. And in the key moments we didn't deal with that well enough, which is something that we need to work on. But this is what these games are for. The disappointing thing for me and also the pleasing thing for me is we've conceded two really poor goals for me, basic goals that come from basic errors, but they're easy fixable, which is always a good thing. I never felt like we were getting opened up. I never felt like the shape was getting pulled about. We've just got to deal with them stress moments a little bit better.
The partnership has emerged between Moons and Kurt Willoughby in pre-season, which supporters are taking a positive from. Are you pleased to see how that's starting to shape up as you like it?
I think everywhere. I don't think it's just Moons and Kurt. I think they've obviously got a close bond. But I think I'm seeing it all over the park now in terms of different relationships, different connections are coming out. You're seeing things flowing a little bit better. And that'll continue to grow. We've said it a couple of times, haven't we, through pre-season, that it's a new group, and the more time they have together, the better they're going to get. Common sense tells you that. But them two have been good. But I've been really pleased with a lot of performances the last couple of games. I think there's been some big performances in there, and we've been tested in different ways today again against a really good team. But we've got to put that game to bed. I think that game needs to be put to bed earlier because we were in total control, but then we allowed them to take the control back for parts of the second half, which is a little bit disappointing. But no, overall really happy.
You have given Xander a deal. He's had to be very patient. Obviously, he's been with us throughout pre-season, but I mean that's the ultimate reward for a player coming on trial, isn't it? To get something at the end of it. Yeah,
definitely. Again, he's another young player that has earned an opportunity. He can play 2 or 3 positions, and like you've seen with the squad we've built in, he brings a lot of pace and power to us. You've seen when he came on, he's always afraid, he's always looking to stretch the game, he's always looking to make something happen, and you need them options in your squad. You need to be able for different battles, you need different instruments, and I felt George and Xander, when they came on today, it was nice to get Seb on as well. They give you that threat, they give you that pace, which you need in the team, and we've caused them problems with that. We've just got to get that end product more consistent, because we should have had more goals today.
You touched on Seb. Good to have him and Cam on the pitch, because as you said, they're going to be available towards the end of pre-season, and just at the right time. You've got the most bodies available to you that you've had this summer now.
Yeah, look, it's all about timing. We could have pushed them a little bit quicker, but then you're risking and re-injuring, which I wasn't going to do. It's all about next week, so we've got minutes into them guys. They've had, even though they haven't got the match minutes, we would have preferred in an ideal world. They've worked extremely hard on the training ground, so their load is really high, the numbers are really high, and that's what it's all about. So no, we've got a group now ready to go, a group ready to fire and attack next week, and we need to tweak a few bits and bobs, but we're in a good place.
And how are you with next week? Because the fans have obviously turned out in pre-season. There's been some good noise, but you're hoping next week big crowd turns up and a big start to the season.
100%. Look, I definitely can't do this on my own. The team can't do it on their own. As a group, we can't do it. We need, especially at home, we need that tremendous support. They've been amazing through pre-season, be it home or away. They've come in the numbers to back us, but next week is the start of the real journey, and we need them in full voice and in the numbers, and then it's our job to give them something to shout about. So I'm excited. I think there's a real good feeling around the place, there's a real good energy around the place, and I think we've had some great performances in pre-season that we can be really positive about.